Hi, this is Charles Caldwell, and this is the iOS portion of the Network and Validation project for week 4 for cross-platform development. Just like last time, we're going to do a demo of the app alongside a checklist item from the rubric, and if we have time at the end, talk a little bit about the challenges we faced. So without further ado, let's jump on the computer and take a look. Okay, here we are on the computer. We can see an iPhone 5 that I happen to have handy sitting over here, using QuickTime to display that, and our rubric list over here. So let's start with the updating data and you can see we have a nice little icon for it now. And let's take a look at the editing. So you have to go into one of these. Say we're going to go into this one, and then you see the little edit button right up here at the top. We'll hit that. From here, we can make a few edits. Say I don't want to listen to Taylor Swift at all. Save that, and we can see it automatically updates right here, and it updates over here on this view. So it's allowing you to only update your own information. There's only the two data types here, this, and this. So. And this is really left over from last week. And as we can see that the UI does automatically update with that information. So let's go down to synchronization real quick and take a look at that. And if we remember from last week, there is a pull down to refresh button, but we don't want that. This is actually synchronizing in the background every 5 seconds. It's hitting the server, and I changed it to 5 seconds just for debugging purposes and for displaying on this demo. So every 5 seconds it's going out, is checking the server data, and then it's coming back and checking its the data that's currently right here, seeing if they both kind of line up the same, seeing if they're the same number of here, seeing if the updated at dates are the same. If they're not, it updates local data. Just to prove that, I have over here on my Android device a new task ready to go. I'm going to hit save, and we're going to see it pop up here automatically within the next 5 seconds. There it is. So we did see that there is a pull down to refresh, but we also seeing that it is synchronizing on its own automatically. And it's doing that using polling. Let's just take a look at the code on that real quick. And my code for that is really tied up in the using the notification center and a little bit of this NS operation, which is just keying off some stuff that runs in the background. It's running off of the UI thread, so we're not going to see any latency when that's running. The data validation, there isn't really too much to validate. We can validate whether or not there is an empty field here. So if we try to save, it's going to yell at us, say the task field cannot be blank. But there's really not much else. They can only pick one of these 3 items. And we really want to allow the user to type in whatever they want here. The only user validation really comes when it comes to logging, the login screen. So there is no login here. I mean, it can't be blank. You can't have spaces in here. So if I try to sign in using this, it's going to yell at me. Well, it's first going to yell at me that the password can't be blank, so let me make that not blank, and then try to sign in with that. It's going to let me know that it can't contain spaces at all. And in addition to that, if I try to register with too simple of a password, it's going to yell at me and let me know that, you really shouldn't allow that. Now, parse allows it, but just for a little bit of extra validation for academic purposes, I don't want the user to register using too simple of a password. So let's check network detection. That's the last thing on the list. So what we're going to do is cut off the network. Now, you won't notice anything suddenly changing here, nothing too much going on, but if we try to go into any of these, it's going to yell at us and let us know that there is no network, and network will be, the functionality will be restored once the network is restored. So let's restore the network. And what if we're in the middle of one of these and then the network is removed? Well, we still don't want we want to disable the CRUD, so we try to edit, nope. We try to delete, nope. We still get those functionality errors. So it's limiting the application if there is no network. So as we said, that's it on our list. We hit everything. The main challenges that we faced this week with the synchronization. My synchronization code is mostly in this parse sync file. And if it looks like I really tried to go one direction with this code and then did something completely different, that's because that is exactly what happened. I tried going through one way of doing it, but it wasn't really working. I didn't really have time to debug the whole thing, and so I had to just go a completely different route on that. But anyway, that's all I got. It was a great class. I really learned a lot. I apologize for the really messy, dirty code. Really wish I could have had extra time to maybe another couple weeks, and it would have looked a lot better than it does. Look forward to the next class and seeing everyone there. So until then, thank you for watching.